that quote been back and forth in my head, and I thought it was Donald Rumsfeld that actually said it. But before I actually tell you who did say it, let me tell you what the quote is. Quote, given the fact that Iran has a stated policy that their objective is the destruction of Israel, which is not, the Israelis might well decide to act first and let the rest of the world worry about cleaning up the diplomatic mess afterwards. It wasn't Rumsfeld, it was Dick Cheney. Thank you, AI. Finally, I figured it out. But the point of this quote is to tell you that this is not a new phenomenon where the Americans, we're going to give the diplomatic channels a chance to achieve, a peaceful resolution to this conflict. But, if we can't, then Israel can do whatever Israel wants and let the world deal with the diplomatic mess. Is not a new thing. It's the decided and consistent American policies today, in 2005, when Dick Cheney said that, and in 1981, when Israel was allowed by the Americans to bomb the Iraqi nuclear facilities, Ozark. Okay, so this is America. This is what our government does. This is how our government thinks. Don't blame this on Trump. Don't blame it on Biden. Don't blame it on Obama. Don't blame it on anybody else. It is a very clear American foreign policy agenda, which is we're going to pretend that we're opting for peace, but of course we're not. And then if we feel that Israel has reached kind of the end of its rope and they want to carry out whatever military strikes they want to, and then we clean up the mess. The world can clean up the mess. The main difference between all of these scenarios in the past and what is happening right now is that the mess is actually happening in Israel, my friends. Not just Tehran, but in Israel. And the mess is now reaching everybody. And if this war continues, the mess is going to reach the Middle East as a whole, and it's going to be absolutely destructive as far as American foreign policy in that region is concerned. So Dick Cheney is still right. In the same, the same foreign policy still applies, but the term mess here is now turning around and it's reaching Israel itself. I think the mess in Israel is in fact bigger than the mess in Iran, because the Iranian society is very strong, very durable. They have experienced sieges before. They are under a blockade that's been going on for 40 years. They've dealt with war. They are a very strong and a society that has been experiencing and practicing collective resolve for generations. Israel is not. So thank you, AI, for helping me with the quote. And thank you, Dick Cheney, for helping us understand that the issue is not a temporary or a recent American foreign policy phenomenon, but this is what American policy has been all about for many, many years.